Two,
Morning, Cash Bars.
one. What's up, family? Welcome to Foreign Fridays. I got my co-host Lupe G in the building.
Yes,
How y'all
sir.
doing?
What's happening? What's happening, my brother? How you doing? What's up, world?
Man, I'm doing fantastically well. Fantastically, awesomematically, man. Well, I'm alive. God woke me up this morning. Breath of fresh air.
Man. Oh man, I did me some breathing techniques this morning too, man. I bought me a yoga mat, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to throw us all the way off topic, man, but I bought me a yoga mat, and man, I'm glad you told me about meditating and put me on to the guys that show you breathing techniques and stuff like that, man. Cause man, just this morning, like my yoga mat just came in, so I've been doing my stretches and stuff in the morning. But man, it's been so
Yeah.
awesome just sitting up, breathing. I burn my Palo Santo sticks and stuff and just breathe and meditate while I had like an audio book playing and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So man, I appreciate that,
Ooh,
bro. It took me a while to
boss.
get to that
Uh,
stage, man, but I'm there now. I got, like I said, I got the yoga mat. I'm getting up in the morning and I'm doing my stretches and stuff. And man, you feel so much better after you do it, man. You
so
know what I'm
better,
saying?
man. Like
Popping
you could
all of
take
them
on a date
bones, all
easier.
type of stuff. Yeah, man, it still be. Yeah, so I'm slowly, gradually getting towards actually working out. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Take it one day at a time. One
Yes,
day at a
sir.
time.
Yes,
At least you
sir.
eat good though. That's one major thing in food.
Man,
So you already eat pretty good.
no, not really, man. I'm just starting to realize a lot of these vegan spots, man, they just selling the word. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing too. They just selling the word, man. We still got to be mindful of what I'm saying as far as what other products they are using, man. We need to start diving deep into that. Those that are going on a health and wellness journey as well. You know, man, these vegan restaurants, just because they say it's vegan, man, that don't mean that they are selling you health and wellness, man. They really a lot of these places is selling you fake material, you know what I'm saying, and fake products or
Yeah.
bad products. So we still need to know what they're utilizing when they're making or preparing the food. Or they're using fake foods and fake processed foods and stuff like that, because it still makes no difference if you still consuming unhealthy products, man. So that's another thing that I've picked up after coming road, just coming back eating this food, this vegan food versus what I was eating in Colombia, bro. And just, bro, it's like night and day, man. You know what I'm saying? From quality to cost, bro. Quality to
Yeah.
cost, it's like night and day. So yeah, man, I've been, paying attention more to what I've been eating ever since I've been back from Colombia, and I really don't like what I've been eating, bro. It really is, a lot of it is not as healthy as I thought,
Yeah, a
just
lot of
because it's
these vegan
vegan.
spots, I just found that out too, man, probably about a year ago. They said a lot of vegan spots, they have, it's not really vegan. Like it be some of that stuff is, like you said, made up and GMO too, but it just say vegan. So you gotta really be conscious of this stuff, what you eating. I
Yeah,
know
they
they say
really
that,
not. They selling the word, not a lifestyle.
yeah, we gotta be conscious what we're taking that body, y'all. For real. We only have one. This is our great, hey, this is that Bentley, that whatever you like. You women, if you're into Chanel purse, this your Chanel bag, but greater. Or if you into what you into, dogs, cats, watches, whatever you love, love yourself more. And we gotta start by seeing, knowing what we eat and putting it into our body. Because a lot of this stuff got chemicals in it. A lot of this stuff is genetically modified, which means
Yes,
it's
it
fake
is.
food created in the lab. Now they got the meat that's getting ready to be printed out. Some kind of meat that's going to
Yeah,
taste just
man, I've
like
been
it.
hearing about that 3D. Matter of fact, you sent it to me, but I had heard of it once before, but I haven't dove deep into it. So that got me kind of thinking about the Impossible Burgers and the Beyond Meat patties and stuff like
Yeah,
that, man. They had you kind of second guessing a lot of stuff, man, that was really supposed to be healthy and made out of only vegetables or fruits. A lot of
right.
this, a lot of that stuff they perpetrating and saying that is. being made with fruits and vegetables, man. But we still need to, at least go see if we can see it in a grocery store, or YouTube it or something. Google it and get a real honest opinion of what it's made with, or at least try to figure out the real ingredients for ourselves, man.
I always look on the back too at the ingredients.
Mm-hmm. Got to do
Man,
that when you go grocery shopping.
I saw well let's get to we sorry y'all. We just got into some passions of some stuff we love, the food and health and wellness. Stay tuned, it's a product coming near you.
Yeah,
Um
straight up,
but
man.
thank y'all. Welcome to how to find cash buyers for your wholesale deal.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir. What
one
what
way
what's
is,
what's been working? What's been working over there on your end? Cause you actually in the property right now. Shoot, yeah, hey, you got one right now. You in right now that you gotta find a buyer for. Or you already found the buyer?
yeah, I
You
got a
you on the you
buyer.
on the you on the second floor. Boy, I thought you was on the first floor in like a day room, but that's a second floor day room.
Uh-huh, second floor.
Ain't that what they call those day rooms or something like
Uh-huh,
that?
day room. Then you can come out here to the pool.
Then you come to the oh man.
Man, everybody want this shit
we
so bad.
we would not advise anyone to jump in an all green pool like that. Jump in at your own risk. Your skin might melt, slide off when you get up out of that thing. You might turn into algae.
Man, your skin will definitely fall off. You will be all bones when you get out.
Yeah, man. So you say you got a buyer already for that property ready to go?
Yeah, 400,000. So we're gonna do it. We're doing a short sale on this one. We got our offer into the
Man, I
bank for
can't wait to do
200.
my first short sale.
You heard me?
Y'all
We
put an
got our
offer
offer
into
into
the
the bank
bank
for
for two
200.
hundred.
Yeah, guess how much it's worth though?
You
560.
That's
It's
with
worth
all the
about
updates.
it's yeah, it's fully upgraded. It's worth about 560. But the buyer want to
Nice.
give me 400,000 as is.
What?
So we got to offer it to the bank for 200,000. We got to see. We waiting on the BPO to come through. That's a
And
realtor.
how long have you had that property?
About 2 years. Because first it was a short, it was a subject to. Then
Hmm.
the tenants moved in here. They didn't pay for like a year. It took us almost a year to get them out due to
What?
COVID. Yeah, man, it was a
What?
nightmare. So finally
So
got them
this
out.
this is a whole nother one that you went through that you ain't even told me about.
Yeah, man. Hey, your boy be bobbing and weaving, baby.
Wow.
Uh, That's the part, man. You mess around with these houses doing a lot of deals, y'all. You just come across different situations. You got to learn how to maneuver no matter what. But yeah, the tenant
Okay.
was in this joker for a year and rolled out, man. So we had to
Uh.
actually come put them out while they were still in the house. So they had a
So,
notice to
oh,
be out.
you went through the eviction, the whole eviction process, and
Yep.
had to come back with the authorities to do the what they call it.
The writ,
Yeah, yeah,
the writ
yeah,
of
yeah. The
possession.
writ, the writ of possession. Yeah, I had to do that I had to do that one time, man. Yeah, the writ of possession, man. If y'all don't know what that is, that's when you go to the courthouse and you actually win the case, and you have to pay that fee to get the sheriff or the constable to go to the property and make their entry into the house and get the person that's not supposed to be in the property out and give you back possession.
Right. Absolutely correct. And the
Man, I went
crazy
through that.
thing, listen, man, they haven't paid in one freaking year. 1 year.
Wow.
And got your ass still in the house after I got a writ, but they know the county was taking a long time putting people out due to COVID. They were backed up.
Mm.
So they rolled out. After I got the writ, they rolled out additional 3 to 4 months. So
So damn. So hold on,
man,
wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. They stayed in the property another 3 to 4 months after the writ.
yeah, after the writ. That's how it
How
equaled up to about a
how they
year.
was how they did that if the constable go over there and you go with the locksmith and they open the house? How they do that?
They talking about we had to go with a sheriff, so it wasn't enough sheriff to get to the properties. They had
Three
that many
months.
on the books.
3 months to get a sheriff to go to the house, man.
3 months, and then normally, man, you normally now it's back to normal.
And why is
Shit,
my
normally
picture
you got a
showing
person
fuzzy?
out in 30 to 45 days, but this one here took 3 months.
Am I looking a little weird? It look like I'm fuzzy or something.
Yeah, you look a little fuzzy.
Yeah, go ahead. Mm, like that.
Yeah, but yeah, that was wild. But back to guys. I'm sorry, we're getting off topic. So we were
So,
talking about
the
a
buyer.
short sale.
Yeah. So
And
how
maybe
you get the buyer for that property?
with this property here, I got it actually on the MLS.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, man. Hey, man, wonderful.
Thanks to my
So,
boy Luffy.
so you have an agent. So this is what I want to ask you because I know with the short sale, I thought you had to have a property in your name, or do y'all have it in a trust?
It's in the trust.
Oh, okay, okay. So that, oh man,
Oh
wonderful.
yeah.
Congratulations, congratulations. So this buyer came from the MLS. Lately, that's how I've been utilizing getting buyers as well is putting properties on the MLS. We just got a property on the contract day before yesterday, and it's probably about 2 hours out. And I need to get somebody over there to take pictures and videos so that way we can actually get that on the market as well.
Mm,
We have a lot, and we have a lot online. We have a lot on the market as well. That's it's across the street from the shore, so it's like a highway that's along the shoreline, and you
yeah.
have some waterfront properties, and then right across the street from those properties on the right on the opposite side of the highway, we have a lot on the MLS, and that is a good way to tell you as quick as possible uh, what your buyers are really willing to pay and what all type of feedback you're getting. So just because you don't get a call does not mean you don't have feedback, because once you put the property on the MLS, they have a one touch button where it goes on all platforms such as realtor.com, truly, what's the other one, Zillow, Redfin. It goes on all those platforms with one touch of a button. So therefore, once your property is loaded up on the MLS, you can actually go to Zillow and see how many views you've gotten, how many saves you've gotten, and you can see all of that information. So that lets you know the engagement from real buyers versus people that's just looking.
Right.
So
Yep. You'll
yeah,
know. You're
you get some feedback,
absolutely
huh?
right. I said you're definitely right about that. You're gonna know what's going on, what the house worth technically,
Yep.
and you gotta adjust accordingly.
So if you go on Zillow, you guys, if y'all want to see the interaction that you are receiving from your properties, just because it's quiet interaction does not mean it's not interaction at all. You go to the right of your screen. If you put a property on the MLS and you go on Zillow, go to the right of the screen and you scroll down from where you see the Zestimate and stuff like that. You scroll down and then you'll see the realtor information. You'll see days on market, and then you'll see the other column that show how many views you've gotten, and then the other one will show how many saves you have. So you definitely want to pay attention to those three numbers. Those are three important numbers when looking for buyers when you're putting your properties on the MLS. I know that for sure. Another way that we are, attracting buyers, man, and this I don't think people talk about this enough. If you say, for instance, you have a property, you get a property on the contract, and you go out to take pictures or video of the property, okay? When you leave that property and you're maneuvering through the area, you can see other houses that have been remodeled. You can see other houses that have been remodeled, and you'll see realtor signs in the yard. You want to call those realtors just to touch bases with them. Some realtors are cool. Some realtors, are kind of stiff, but still, you can reach out to those realtors and ask them, are they currently working with any other investors that are looking for more deals. as well as keeping your eyes open for trucks, pickup trucks preferably, that has remodeling companies on it, or contractors, that are doing remodeling, that is in the area by the property that you have under contract. So you definitely want to make sure you calling those people on the spot. If you at a red light and you see that truck, or you riding aside, take a quick picture of it, and you can hold that number down on the picture, and then you can call it on the spot and talk to those people. A lot of those remodelers, they are either buyers themselves, or they are working with the local cash buyers in the area that are either developing or doing remodeling.
Yep. So there your cash buyers right there. Just ride your area. Ride your area. They got contractors out there. Everything. So that's another way. Another way also, you can pull some cash buyers that's purchased within the last 6 months to a year off prop stream. I haven't used prop. What's the other one? Prop wire.
Prop
But
wire. I haven't used prop wire, but I use prop stream, but not necessarily for buyers. But yeah, we do pull the buyers from prop stream as well. Uh, typically, you really, so with the when you're looking for the buyers on prop stream, I would say 90 days, up to 90 days, because once you go 6 months to a year, you start actually calling a lot of people that ain't buying right now. Man, you'll be surprised how many people jump in the game and jump out the
jump out.
game. You definitely want to make sure that you are dealing with people that have bought two to three or more properties. I would say two or three, so you could actually set your filter for like two or three properties.
Yeah.
Within the last 0 to 90 days, or 0 to 180 days, which is 6 months. That's if you pulling it from prop stream. So you have the cash buyer tab, and you also had a flipper tab. So the flipper tab as well. I haven't had much success selling to flippers from prop stream, because really, to be honest with y'all, like, man, you putting it on the MLS, it knocks out a lot of that, having to find those buyers, those unique buyers. you know uh but you definitely want to shy away from the ones that have 10, 20 properties. Man, them people gonna be trying to lowball you. Man, they gonna try to lowball you all day.
They got experience. They know now what to pay for it. The new
Yeah,
ones, they need to get slapped across the head a couple more times. Bye bye bye. Okay, I gotta stick to the budget, which is hard to do.
yeah.
And buy it right.
And usually the ones that are more advanced and more sophisticated, like they like a lot of them are trying to wholesale too. So I kind of stay away from those buyers, to be honest with you. I kind of stay away from those buyers. I prefer to I prefer like the buyers, under 10 properties, preferably about three to
Me
five
too.
properties. 3 to 5 properties is pretty cool, because those are people that you can actually build a relationship with. That pretty thing go right there, man. That's what I'm
My
talking
baby
about.
right here.
That panoramic roof. That panoramic. Don't touch the roof. You're gonna put fingerprints on the roof.
Need
You
to
know what I'm
wash this. It's
saying?
so dirty.
Man, boy, I'm dirty. I'm dirty too, man.
You
That
is
thing still clean.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
It's been
Been
raining here.
it been. I was just about to say it been raining.
Oh, so we kind of get the same kind of weather a little bit.
Yeah, right now we having some of the same weather a little bit. I had talked to my homie the other day that's out there. He was talking about it been raining and stuff. It was lightning and stuff yesterday. So yeah,
Oh y'all,
I
let me
said,
give you another point about the short sale. The uglier the house look, the better. Look at the grass on this. Man, we ain't cut the grass in months. The HOA been on our ass too.
yeah. Oh, y'all finally cut the grass, because that don't look like months.
I say about 2 months.
Man, that's 2 months.
Yeah.
Dang, that grass ain't growing.
Uh-uh.
Boy,
They got a
two
lot of
months.
weeds and shit.
Hey, boy, 2 months out here, boy. You done. Hey, boy, you got a forest.
It got a lot of weeds in it so bad, man.
But you have to keep it looking like that for the short, for to
Yeah.
to yeah, spruce up the short
Perfect.
sale. Yeah,
Hey, yo, this
yeah,
make it perfect. Don't cut the grass. You're gonna have the HOA on you. They might even fine you. The bank will pay the lien off at
yeah,
closing. They pay all
yeah.
liens off. We'll do
Yep,
that's what we'll do
shoot.
next
We
week,
we
y'all.
have to
We'll
pay
get on
30. We
short
have to
sale.
we have to do 30. We have to do 3,000 and some change for back HOA on my last subject to house that I had sold a
Whoa.
couple months ago. It was like 3,400 or 3,300. The people had
Whoa.
built a back shed and a back what they call it back what they call it, man, where cover patio, man. They built the whole, didn't even ask nothing. They just threw it up there. Steady parking the trailers for their ATVs and stuff in the driveway.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, y'all
Wow.
okay, okay. You know what I'm saying? Come to sell the house. The day of closing. It's 3,400 HOA back charges. I'm like,
Dang.
fuck. I'm like, ah.
I don't know why they created the HOA, man. That just gave a lot of people some power that they don't know how to act.
Yeah, man, most people don't like HOA, man, just because of that reason, and you know, and some buyers, hey, man, some of your buyers. Oh, that's another thing. While we talking about buyers, you have to, uh, you have to let your buyers know if they have a HOA fee or not, because a lot of buyers don't buy properties that have HOA fees.
HOA. Yep.
Oh man, so that's a part of your vetting out process, world. Who's ever watching, man, that's one of them ones y'all have to do. Y'all have to ask, especially if you have a property under contract that has HOA. You want to, let that buyer know, hey, this property do have HOA. They're gonna ask you how much, and you keep it moving. Now, one thing that I do know, you're gonna have many, you have many buyers that will buy that has HOA, but when it comes to COA, condominium owners association, them condos and them townhouses, man, a lot of cash buyers stay away from those, because those fees will eat up the cash flow at times
Sure will.
for the condos. So you have HOA and then you have COA. Isn't there something called a POA too, right?
Yep. Power of attorney.
No, 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 no. I'm talking about for the association, like a property owner association or something. I know it's a COA and a HOA for sure. But yeah, yeah, you definitely want to know how much those fees are, if they are annually, or monthly or quarterly. You definitely want to ask those questions, and then let your cash buyer know that. There are multiple services, man, and ways to find cash buyers. I found cash buyers by putting signs in the front yard, especially on the vacant houses. If you have a LLC or you have a DBA, you really don't even need none of that, man. You can get you a sign that say, "I have discount property," uh, 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 cheap properties for sale or something, and set it in the yard. You can put bandit signs out, man. I have found that putting out the bandit signs gets you a lot of people to call you. So you know how you have the "We Buy Houses" sign? You put up those I have a deal signs, or owner finance signs, or however your disposition. Like, I had a house that was half of it burnt up, so I put out fire sale signs. Out here, we used to have a store called Fire Sale. It was a store. It was kind of like a dollar store, but they had like hair products. Like, it was almost like a beauty supply. You can get like T-shirts and all that shit, but it was called Fire Sale, and it was like in the late '80s and not early '90s. And I took that concept, Fire Sale, and I put that yellow signs with black letters and planted those all around the neighborhood where I had a house that was burnt up. And man, that had my phone ringing off the chain, man. And the crazy
Oh
thing
yeah.
was, it was a bunch of Mexicans that came in and just really called me. And then the house eventually sold. You know what I'm saying? So, out here in Houston, you can put out the bandit signs for houses. I haven't done it since the beginning of my time. I still have some bandit signs from 2019. And out here, man, like bandit signs, in order for you to make bandit signs work, you have to be extra consistent with bandit signs for finding houses to buy. But if you're looking for buyers, only put out those signs when you have a property in that particular area. Don't go just spending marketing dollars doing what they call reverse wholesaling, going to look for buyers first. That is not my ideal situation. I would tell you to wait till you have a property in a specific location, then put out those signs. Uh, do we have? I don't even know. I can't even see if we have anybody in here to see if we have any questions. But yeah, if it's anybody in here, y'all have questions on, different ways of finding cash buyers. Hit, leave a comment, drop a comment, and we could actually give you some insight. Another way of finding cash buyers, going on Zillow. You can go on Zillow and find cash buyers as well. You can look up the properties that's for rent to find cash buyers. I've done that quite a few times. You go to the properties that are for rent in that area, and you can reach out to those people and ask those people. Usually it's majority of the time, depending on if it's a big city or not, most likely it'll be a realtor or a property management company. And if for whatever reason one of those people, answer the phone and or call you back, you definitely want to ask those individuals, like, uh first introduce yourself. Hey, I'm such and such. I have a property that I'm looking to sell at a discount in the area. Just wanted to know if your company are looking to expand their portfolio, or are you working with other investors that are in the area looking for more buying holes or fixer uppers that they can fix up and add to their portfolio. And those, some of them are going to be standoffish, but you will have some that can say, hey, send us over the information and we can send it to our investors and stuff like that. So calling the for rents has gotten me good feedback. And it hasn't gotten me to a closing, but it has gotten me showings from either realtors or buyers. So yeah, using Zillow for rents has been one. I picked that up from another investor that had some action for me one time, and he put me up on that. Have you tried calling people as far as on Zillow to look for buyers, or no?
Look for buyers.
Yeah,
What you call when people have properties for sale?
no, for rent. Calling the for rents. That's a good way to find
Oh, to
sellers
buy.
and buyers. Yeah, but calling the for
Yes.
rents.
Yeah, the sellers.
Yep. So
Definitely. Yep.
uh so I was saying how if you call it for rents, majority of the time it may be property management companies, and you can ask them if their company is actually buying, or are they working with investors that may be looking to expand their portfolio and maybe possibly want a fixer upper that they can buy and hold. Here and there you'll come across the actual property owner that listed it themselves, but majority of the time you will receive correspondence either back from a realtor or a property management company.
Yep. Absolutely. So, guys, there's
uh
several ways you can find your buyers. Several ways you can put out signs. Just be prepared when you put out signs, because you're gonna get a lot of buyers.
And like Lupus said, you gotta be consistent. I know here in Georgia, the sign police get off work at 5 p.m. on Friday. So we put our signs out at 6 or 7. Then they come back to work
Yeah,
Monday morning at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. They back on patrol. So
yeah,
I don't take hours up because that's, you got to pay somebody to go back out there and take them back up. Some people, if you're close in the area, I would advise doing it because you don't have to buy any more signs. But we just keep putting them out every weekend when we got
yeah,
a property. Man, that been the
yeah.
number one thing, man. That's like, man, that's still like, if I really want to get rid of a property, that's still like number one. Yes, we put it on Facebook marketing and all that, but if you flood the area with signs with at least about, I like to go crazy. I like to put out like 50 signs in the area when we got a property. But you want to have it all set up. We have it set up going to a voice message that gives them the address. Then once they get in front of the property, then they can call. So to
Okay.
make sure you ain't no bull crap. We're gonna pre-screen you. We'll give you the
It
address. If you're serious, you're gonna go look at it.
is that just for your creative deals or that's for cash deals as well?
Creative deals.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. We're only doing that for creative deals. And when you buy the bandit signs, you buy them by the hundred, so you get a hundred pack. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So like you could put out a 50 piece one weekend and put out another 50 the next weekend. Don't dump the whole hundred because the whole
No.
hundred might get picked back up come Monday.
Yeah.
So pace yourself, by the Home Depots, by the Walmarts, by the Lowe's if you have Lowe's. But the home improvement stores, you definitely want to be by those because typically those are close by banks and everything. So those intersections right there will be hot,
Oh
especially
yeah.
yeah, especially on the
You got
weekend. You know
banks
what I'm saying?
too. Oh my god. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
man. Usually, man, it doesn't take us. It with a creative deal like we putting it out there on a lease option. It typically take us maybe 2 weeks max to get it occupied. When we putting them signs out, oh my god, people be calling, man, because you gotta think when you selling on the lease option, we're dealing with the 70 to 80% of people that can't buy a house. 70 to
mm,
80% of people can't go buy a house because of bad credit or high debt to income ratio. They got too much debt. So we got a bigger pool of buyers, which means it's more money versus when you renovate and you sell to that 20 to 25%. They picky and stuff. You only got a little amount of people that's going can go out there and get a loan. So when you selling on terms, making it easy for somebody to buy a house, all they need is a down payment and check the evictions and all that stuff. Man, it's people out here with money. So we
yeah,
typically get them things going in about 2 weeks, 1 or 2 weeks top.
okay. Uh,
Cash buyers, you may want to put your phone number directly on there or your virtual assistant. That way they can get
yeah.
those calls. Now
Yeah,
it's
because
always gonna be a lot
them you
some
want to
time.
vet them out. You want to vet the cash buyers. You want to vet them out because everybody's not a cash buyer. So you definitely want to
Yep.
vet them out. You don't want to just give up the addresses on the cash buyers because
A
everybody's
lot of
not actually. Yeah, a
time
lot of
pickers.
people. Yeah, yep, yep. Man, and man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Another service we're using like for cash deals as well, besides like the MLS, because that's the main way we're sourcing cash buyers right now. We have cash buyer data feed and investor buyer data feed. Do you utilize that?
Yep.
I forgot the guy
Somebody as
name
far as
who
posting properties on there.
cat. No, no, no. Cause they have cash buyer data feed is the dude. I forgot his name, but you
Oh,
go
that my
on
boy
there.
Cameron.
Yeah, Cameron. Yeah, yeah. Where you go on there, you can
We
find
gotta
all
get
the cash
Cameron on
buyers
here,
or the
man.
investors. Oh, you know him?
Shout out to Cameron Dunlap, man. Love you, Cam. Man, when I first started, I went to you know how they had the reels? I went to a reel and Cameron was speaking. He was selling
Oh,
Ron
okay.
products. He worked for Ron then, so he was speaking for Ron. And
Oh,
I
okay.
won the TV, everything, man. In that seminar, I was like, man, I was lit. Cameron,
Yeah.
he lit too. Cameron up there now, man. He flying planes and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
man,
gone.
doing what you doing, yeah, doing what you love to do. You know what I'm saying? So,
Nothing to do,
you
man.
know,
Living life.
it's good that you and that's the good thing about real estate, man. You come across people that are doing a lot better than you, and you watch them grow as you're growing. And it's just an awesome opportunity to know that stuff is possible. And you watching it as you go, because you have colleagues and peers, that are constantly inspiring you by showing their improvements in life. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's journey is different. You know what I'm saying? But the
Yeah.
inspiration should be there. You know what I'm saying? Just keep your eyes open. And watch who you paying attention to, because sometimes it could be smoky mirrors. You know what I'm saying? But if you have
Woo.
somebody that's reputable and really taking those steps towards greatness, and you done been in those rooms with those individuals for those seminars, for those events and things like that. Keep track of certain people, man, because those people are showing you, or they giving you the flashlight that's leading you out the tunnel that you're in.
Right. Gotta stay around more positive people, man. It's doing good. You always want to have friends at a whole nother level because they keep pushing you.
Yeah.
And it's different levels to all this stuff. And it depends, and in all, man, it depends. Everybody got different routes. Like you may get 20 subject tools and you good and got a job. You know what I'm saying? You got 20 subject tool cash flowing about 5 to 10 bands a month, 5 to 10,000 a month. Everybody goals are different. But I do say if you got a job, man, you got to get an extra stream of income, because just a job alone, unless you make a high six figures, it ain't gonna cut it. It's not gonna beat inflation, bro. It's not gonna beat this inflation and this stuff constantly going up. Gotta get you a
Yeah.
side hustle. Like one thing I love about real estate is mostly over the phone. You do not have to go look at properties every day, like when you're an agent or a realtor. Man, most of
Hmm.
the work done over the phone till you got you one other country, but money's ready.
Then you get to do some real work. I think that changed the game as well. You know what I'm saying? That help folks focusing a lot better, instead of scrambling, running after every appointment, man. But yeah, man, cash buyer data feed, man, y'all check that out. I don't have any affiliates with them as of now. I don't know if you do, brother Eddie, man, but yeah, cash buyer data feed, investor. So they have more than one data feed. So you have the cash buyer data feed, then you have the investor buyer data feed, and it's in the same system. And I've had the opportunity to have both. Right now, I don't have cash buyer data feed. I have investor data feed. We also
What's
use
the difference?
the difference is the investor the investor buyer data feed has more buyers that are actually investors. Like, so the cash buyer data feed, you're gonna have a lot of mom and pop people and stuff like that. Investor data feed, you're gonna have like a lot of big buyers, buy people that done bought. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So yeah, that's the difference. I see more corporate people than regular
mom
Jack
and
and
pop.
Jill, yeah, mom and pop type, yeah, people. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference from what it explained to me and what how I use it. You know what I'm saying? We also, and I'm actually affiliated with these guys right here. But Investor Lift is another one that we're using. That was like 6,000 for 12 months or something like that. So like
Investor
6,000 for
lift.
the year. Yeah, investor lift. They have a lot of wholesalers on there, uh, posing as buyers. I haven't sold a property on there yet, but we've had quite a bit of interaction from the platform, as well as once we signed up with the platform and we start utilizing the platform. So this, I'm gonna be straight up with you. So this is what happened. A lot of guys, a lot of the heavy hitters in the industry, they came together and they put together. They invested in this one platform, and they all basically poured in their cash buyer data pool into this system. And you have hedge fund buyers, agents that deal with hedge fund buyers. You have a point system that grades the type of buyers by how much they buy. They have a point system that gauges you the type of interaction the buyers have with the system and your actual properties. So you can send out emails through the platform, you can send out text messages through the platform and everything. So Investor Lift is dope. I am an affiliate with them. Um
You
and
got it.
and
You got your thing.
yeah, it's Loopy G. So I have to. I will talk about it some
Type it
other
in the
time.
chat.
Yeah, I was about to
If
say.
you got if you got a chance.
Yeah,
If you're
yeah,
not
I don't
driving.
need. Yeah, I know it's Investor Lift, but let's see. Invest. I think we should do a whole another what's the name concerning this one.
Okay.
Uh, Investor Lift. Yeah, but it's a cool platform. I don't. As far as will spend 6,000 on it again? We haven't made any
Six
money.
thousand.
We have Yeah, we
Damn.
haven't made any money off
That's
of
coaching.
it. Yeah, so I need to see, we need to see a return off of it for it to make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 6,000 for the year. And they also have like tutorials and stuff like that. I think that's it. If that's not it, just type in the promo code LoopyG. I know that's it for sure, my promo code. But with them, you get a certain percentage discount when you use my discount code. And once you're in at whatever rate you choose, you're locked in at that number. You know what I'm saying? But they have different modes in the system, all the way up to cartel mode. And I only have cartel mode for my market. So I kind of have partial cartel mode because when I signed up, I was awarded cartel mode buyers for my area. So it was a list of like 5,000 buyers. So that was hedge funds and stuff like that. And they have in-house skip tracing as well. So being able to skip trace the companies, the actual companies that are buying the properties, and or being able to skip trace the agent for the business. So if it's a regular company, you need to, you can't skip trace the company. You can actually skip trace the agents as well. So yeah, Investor Lift is a decent platform. They also have office hours where they shoot content and put out content on how to better use the platform. And they have pretty cool service, but for the most part, there is a lot of wholesalers on the platform posing as buyers. And we had one episode where we posted a property on there. Well, it was right before, I believe it was right before we bought the product, or right after we bought the product, one or the other. I think it was before. We saw one of our properties on their website. So we reached out to them like, hey man, what's going on with this? If y'all can't do nothing with this, then we definitely not signing up. So it was somebody that found our deal and was posting it on their website. It was weird because we don't know who it was. The person they picture and stuff was up, but we did not have any recollection of who that individual was. So it was disturbing. So yeah, we reached out to the company. As far as customer service, they have pretty decent customer service. I would say that they was worth the try. Investor Lift. was worth the try. So definitely something worth looking into. But like I said, I have not closed any deals with them because we've been using the MLS, even though we put the property on that platform.
Mm.
So you can actually build your buyers list in the platform, correspond with buyers on the platform, as well as skip tracing as well. So yeah, it's overall a decent platform, but just for $6,000, it would have to be somebody that's doing volume for it to make sense. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would say. Doing volume, utilizing that platform. Because like I said, you have hedge fund buyers and everything on there.
Mm.
It's just about making that connection, calling the right person. Yep.
Man. So on that MLS, when you relist it, do you do a flat fee listing on the back end, or what you paying your agent to list it,
As of
your
right
buyer
as of
agent?
as of right now, we're doing 2.5%, and we doing 1.5% for our listing agent. But to be honest with you, we're gonna be changing some stuff up here in the very near future, seeing that they've made changes, concerning the realtor fees. Right now, we don't want to be greedy. The goal is to get more properties sold and disposed. So if we can utilize two people's service, for the price of one, then that'll make more sense. So we're basically trying to get more down to the price of one. But the reason why we are utilizing uh, not the flat fee listing, because of course they had a flat fee listing websites for you to find and attract buyers, but we're not using a flat fee listing service. We're actually utilizing a realtor, and he's a good friend. He's a good friend of mine. We met through Instagram, but he's out here local in my market, and it allowed him the opportunity to indulge in real estate with me, even though he's a school teacher, has a family, and has a very limited amount of time. You know what I'm saying? So it still gives him, some scratch within the world of real estate, even though he's not able to dive deep in and solely focus on real estate.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, because he's just listing the property, making sure that it's on all platforms. If there's any correspondence coming in as far as written offers that's given, then he relay those to me. I've already coached and trained him on, how to counter. If you get this response, counter to that, things like that. How we want to counter the contracts, because usually when you get a written agreement, it's an agreement. So how to counter those, what our main go-to stipulations and requirements are, things like that. Other than that, if he's at school and he's working with the kids, then any correspondence as far as phone calls, they come directed to me, and I pick them up, and I just pretend that I am his assistant, and I answer the phone and introduce myself and say I'm such and such assistant. How can I help you? Versus me, letting them know that I'm the one that's in charge, because that throws everything off. So you definitely don't want to act like you're in charge.
Right.
That, yeah. So yeah, I don't know if we can see who's all up in here, man. But yeah, we can go on and on and on about how to find cash buyers, man. But those are a few of those good nuggets that you all can utilize right there, man. It's very simple. Some of it will cost you, some of it won't cost you. It's all depending on what how you would like to move forward and what your resources is like. Man, I do not like the way this camera looking.
So guys, we gave you several different tips on how to find cash buyers. And as long as I haven't seen a property hard to sell, as long as the numbers are right, you should be able to get rid of it. And if you do put it on the MLS, make sure you factor in your closing costs and that yeah, your closing costs and commission.
Man, that's a big one. Man. That's a big one. And
Closing
and you you
costs and
you
commission.
and you're not really gonna understand that until you have to double close. But if you're wholesaling properties utilizing the MLS, you best to get to understanding those HUD statements as soon as possible, because there will be a time where you're gonna need to double close, especially when you're dealing with the realtors from the buyer side. If you don't have a relationship with that realtor, because when they get the agreement and they see another name on it, on the response, because you sent them you countered their offer or whatever the case may be. Once you get that correspondence back, it's like, okay, uh it's like, who is this person that you have on the on the contract, because they go and look up the person on the appraisal district. That's where they go find their information to put on the contract. So when you get a written agreement sent in, they're based off the address and what the county say who's on title. They don't go who's and or assigned. They don't know that yet until you send your counter. Hey, you need to correct this and this and this on the agreement or the contract. So that's something that you're gonna be prepared for. That's why I'm showing people how to use the trust to wholesale the properties on the MLS right now, because that cuts out a lot of the questions.
Church. Well, I think that wraps it
Yes,
up, man. Thank y'all for tuning
yes.
in on Forum Friday. I have a quote from one of my mentors, Bob Proctor. He said, "You are the only problem you will ever have. You are the only solution. You are the only
Man,
problem you will ever have, and you are the only solution. Not mama,
man.
not your cousin, not the people who just cut you off at the light, but it's you." One more.
Man, what book am I reading? I've been going to sleep, so I have to get back on The Secret. Um, I started back on The Secret today, man. But I've been listening to Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life. That's one of the most recent Bob Proctor books. I would suggest everybody to get it, because it was some dialogue between him and somebody else that was actually asking a ton of good questions. It's called Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life by Bob Proctor. Get it on audio. It's a 5 hour and 20 minute book. It is a must have in your collection, man. So
I
that's what
do
I've been
agree,
getting
though.
on as I've been doing my stretching, man. I've been on it. But Bob Proctor, man, the dude just so positive, man. Man, that's one
Next
person
level.
I really wanted to meet, man.
Me
Man, I
too.
wanted to meet that dude, man.
Me too,
Yeah,
old Bob. Thank God he left a lot of content.
yeah.
He got a
Straight
lot
up,
of
man.
content out there. Look on YouTube, y'all. You want to
He's
hear
still dropping
anything?
videos like he's still here. That's the crazy
Yeah.
thing. That boy, they still be dropping videos on his YouTube channel like he's still here. You know what I'm saying? So
Man,
that's
he
the
gonna
type of
live forever,
legacy,
man.
man. That's the type of legacy, man. You want to live. You want to leave. Here, man. When you leave, when you think about leaving your mark, and you talking about immortality, that's what I'm talking
Woo.
about, man. This dude is
Me
dropping
too, bro.
videos like he's still here. Like that's crazy.
Eh, he been gone now, I think 2 years.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So it's never too late to be great. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your next move is your best move. You know what I'm saying? This is chess, not checkers. Can't hop and skip your jump way to success. You know what I'm saying? You have to strategically move according to your position.
Yep,
So
I do agree. I
that's
do
all I got
agree.
to say about that. Like Forrest Gump say. Shit.
Look at the description, y'all, for some freebies. Got a contract, affidavit, and memorandum. Somebody try to go behind your back on you on a deal, you can record this affidavit, stop them in the tracks. Got a subject to contract that you can download for free. Also, book a call with me and my team. Let's see where you're at now, where you want to go. You can be a seasoned investor that's ready to go to the next level, or a novice just started. We all got to start from somewhere, but the thing is to start. Like every quarter, you should review yourself and your results.
Yep. Yep. You definitely have to do that, man. Man, you have to track that process and that progress. You know, you have to track the process and the progress for real. It's a process, and it's gonna help you with your growth. It took me a few years to figure that out. I ain't gonna front, y'all. It took me to last year, well, the year before last, and the whole entire last year, it was just grit and grind, trying to find those sweet spots, trying to find those valuable, most important numbers
I'm
within
sorry,
my
y'all. I got
business
cut off.
model. Yeah,
Let me
go
see.
ahead. I was talking about.
I'll keep looking.
I was chiming in on what you was
Like I
talking
was saying,
about.
y'all never too late to be great. I forgot what I was saying before I was logged out. But listen,
Yeah, you
God
you
bless
you, you was talking. You damn, bro. You was talking about you was talking about shoot, because it all made sense. It then to make you think about your numbers, you know what I'm saying, quarter on your quarterlies, reevaluating
you.
yourself on a
Oh,
quarterly basis. That's how you come up
yeah.
with those most important numbers that are going to be significant to your growth, you know what I'm saying, in your business model. You know what I'm saying? It's that helps you, you know get that information and turn them into KPIs.
Gotta double down. You know you only were marketed to 20 deals last month and you didn't get no leads. Guess what? You gotta amp that up. And guys, really, man, you really gotta be hitting some leads, man. It's a numbers game. Numbers game. If you buying the list, hit the entire list with several different marketing strategies. Don't just text the list and say, "Oh man, I don't have no leads. Let me buy another one." Man, text them. Do an RVM, ringless voice message. Do a mail to them. I would do mailing last, but I would definitely send out text blasts. I would send out ringless voice messages. I would send out emails. I would send out what's the other ones?
Yeah, we doing voice messages,
Everything, man. You gotta
text messages. Shit. Cold calling has not failed anybody in the business, man. It's just that once you get to a certain point, man, those calls, just sitting at that dollar, burn you out. You know what I'm saying? So you
heck
start,
yeah.
start messing around with the text messages and stuff, but always having a cold call on deck, man. I know that that's gonna be something that we're gonna have to re-implement. We definitely wanted to make sure we got a grip on our text messaging campaigns and voice messages campaigns, workflows. That way we can have a true understanding and complete awareness of how to maneuver with our workflows. But yeah, we definitely gonna have to get cold calling back on deck, man. That cold calling is the truth, man. You touching every number.
Yep. Get you a dollar and run through the numbers. Get that
Yeah,
dollar, a speed dial. They call 3 to 5 numbers at one time. Whoever pick up is on. Hey, what's up, buddy?
yep, yes, sir.
So you gotta do it all, man. You gotta do it all. Don't just hit the list one time and run away from it. Triple, double, quadruple down on it. Pull
Yep.
out all your guns on it so you can get the
Because
deal under
man,
contract.
it seems like we're going into a very historical time. It's like a snowball. It's like an avalanche. It's like what they call a snowball effect. Like right now, it's more and more houses coming up for foreclosure, more and more.
Mm.
So it's like these property owners, they either gonna lose or they gonna gain something by working with us. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like a lot of them just
Oh, fuck.
just saying forget it and just, man, not even worried about it, man, which sucks because it'd be hard to get a hold to those type of people, and that's why cold calling be so important because they really do not tend to fool with those text messages and stuff like that. And at least if the number is disconnected or whatever, you make the call, you'll know that. So depending on your list is depending on how you want to send out that marketing, man. That's all I got to say, man.
Yeah. Hit your list. All right, y'all gotta wrap it up. I gotta meet this gas guy for this property. Y'all be great out there. Never too late to be great. Keep growing and going. See you at the top. See you next Friday. 1 p.m. on Foreign Friday. You and that phone?
Yes, sir.
Hit your horn. Peace.
Yes, sir. Peace.